Inside the Great Pyramid, scientists found a massive empty space, and no one can explain what it is. A few meters away, a sealed passage leads somewhere no one has ever entered. And outside, the Sphinx may be hiding evidence that rewrites its entire timeline. So, how much do we actually know about the Great Pyramid? And how much are we still guessing? Because the more we investigate this monument, the more unanswered questions we find. This is the Great Pyramid of Giza, standing in the Egyptian desert for roughly 4,500 years. Mainstream archaeology links it to the pharaoh Khufu, based on workers' marks found in hidden chambers above the king's chamber. We know that connection is real, but does that connection actually explain the whole pyramid? No tomb, no treasure, no royal inscriptions have ever been found inside it. The standard answer is tomb robbery, well documented elsewhere in Egypt. Plausible, but at this specific site, it's still an inference, not a certainty. So we know who it's connected to. We still don't fully know why it was built this way. And that gap is where the real story begins. Some granite blocks inside weigh nearly 80 tons, quarried at Aswan, more than 500 miles south, and somehow moved here. Engineer Christopher Dunn studied the tool marks on these blocks and argued they're difficult to reproduce even today. Mainstream archaeologists disagree. Experiments show copper tools with sand abrasive can cut granite, just slowly. Two explanations, no final answer. But compared to what's still ahead in this pyramid, this is only the beginning of the mystery. A few hundred meters away sits an older riddle, carved from a single outcrop of bedrock. The Great Sphinx. Do we really know how old it is? Officially, it dates to Khafra's reign, around 2500 BCE. But geologist Robert Schoch pointed to something the official date can't easily explain: deep, rounded erosion on its enclosure walls. Schoch argues this pattern points to heavy rainfall. Rainfall this region hasn't seen in roughly 12,000 years. Long before Egyptian civilization is believed to have existed. This is a theory, not an established fact. Most Egyptologists reject it, pointing to simpler explanations nearby. But if even part of it holds true, someone was carving monuments in Egypt before Egypt, as we define it, began. And if that's true here, what else has been hiding in plain sight, just beneath the surface? In 1993, a small robot named Upuat crawled through a narrow shaft deep inside the pyramid. It kept moving. Then it stopped. There was a door, not a wall, a door, fitted with copper handles unlike anything else found in the pyramid. And nearly a decade later, a team finally drilled through the stone, revealing another sealed barrier behind it. That second door has never been opened. Do we know what's inside? No, not yet. Then, in 2017, scientists scanning the pyramid with cosmic ray particles called muons found something even larger. A massive hidden void above the Grand Gallery, large enough to rival the pyramid's known chambers. No entrance, no explanation. This is a confirmed discovery, not an explanation. A door we can't open, a space we can't enter. Inside the most examined building on Earth. Some researchers look beyond Egypt entirely. In 1994, author Robert Bauval proposed the three Giza pyramids mirror Orion's belt, not as it appeared under Khufu, but as it appeared around 10,500 BCE. Most astronomers dispute the precision of this alignment, and the theory sits outside the mainstream. That hasn't stopped it from spreading. It doesn't change what we know, but it points somewhere else entirely, somewhere even older. 400 miles north, in modern Turkey, lies a structure that reframes the entire question. Göbekli Tepe, a complex of carved stone pillars. Discovered by archaeologist Klaus Schmidt in the 1990s, It's dated to around 9,600 BCE, predating Stonehenge by 6,000 years and the pyramids by over 7,000. It proves that organized, monumental construction existed thousands of years earlier than the pyramids. That much is established fact. What remains unproven is any direct link between these builders and the people who later raised the pyramids. No shared artifacts, no shared script. The gap is real. The connection is not. So, how much do we really know about the Great Pyramid? Its age, within reason. Its builders' ambition and skill, beyond question. But a second door we've never opened. A void we've never entered. A timeline that keeps stretching further back than we expected. None of this means the builders lacked the skill to raise this monument. It means the full story may still be buried. If the most studied structure on Earth still has unanswered questions, what else is buried beneath the sand that we haven't even thought to look for? Think you've seen it all? Subscribe. We're just getting started.